Welcome to Easy Does It. My name is Easy. I'm here to talk about the Bears. Wow, that was weird. The Chicago Bears, the football teams, no. And it's a very exciting time because we finally had a good game. Bears finally played well. It was great to see. It was delightful to see. They beat up on the Cowboys. They beat up on that Eberflus defense. Look, I was very happy about it. Don't get me wrong. Winning was very exciting. Agreed, Michael Brown. Hoping we could get that win tomorrow. Don't get me wrong. It was a very exciting game. I was very happy about it. I celebrated. I was excited. Beating the Cowboys is always a wonderful thing. But that's just it, right? It is the Cowboys. We got to calibrate a little bit. Take the wins where you could get them because we don't get very many of them. But we can still, things could still be better. And I'm very curious to see how the team does once they're able to get their pass rush in order. What I mean by that is I'm really curious to see how this team does when they face a team that has an actual pass rush, because the Cowboys had nothing. They were sending 4 guys after the quarterback, and no one was getting there. No one was even close to getting there. So Caleb just had time to just hang out in the pocket. Could have ordered a pizza back there or a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich or something. Maybe even a hot dog. And he still would have had time to complete some of those passes and they gave up no sacks. And look, that's great. Great offensive line performance. I'm not taking that away from them. Not taking away Caleb's performance either because it was great. Now let's see how we do on the road in Vegas tomorrow against a team that has a really good defensive player. Just one in Max Crosby, and they have a couple okay guys here and there. But really it's the pressure's going to be on, and they're going to have to perform. Hey, Robbo, welcome to the show. Anyway, I want to bring on my special surprise guest host. He is one of a kind. He knows ball like no one else. He roots for a team that won the Super Bowl, which is pretty cool. And he's a really sexy guy. Let's welcome Oren, aka Sexy O, to the show.
So, how we
what
doing?
Up, Sexy O, and hello Beppa in the chat. How we doing, Oren? I mean,
doing good.
I think that might be what we'll call you now. I like
better than Big O, but
yeah, Big O. Yeah, that's probably better. I like Sexy O.
I like it more.
So, how do we feel about
your Bears winning
podcast, obviously, or it's Chicago podcast, Chicago sports?
Yeah,
so, how do you feel about
Bears won? I told you. I know. Was it Burden is the other rookie? Is that I want to say.
Yeah, Luther Burden.
Yeah. I know he had a hell of a game, right? He blew up. But I told you at the beginning of the season, there's one Bear on your team that makes me a Bears fan. I never say his name right. Adunze.
Roma Dunze, yeah.
Roma Dunze. Bro, it's Rome's team, dog. I really like how well he's playing. I think even in your guys' losses, he's been like a consistent player for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What do Caleb and Cubs fans' least favorite animal have in common in the book?
Hey, honestly, we don't even talk about the Billy Goat anymore. Like, we kicked that curse. Now we have the curse of just like everything that cost. My dad says hi.
Hi, Robbo. I do think it's a big win. I know it's
absolutely.
You're kind of saying it was the Cowboys, and it doesn't matter. Like you said, a win's a win, and you got to get the ball rolling. I'll say like getting a win is important as much as like the count. Like to compare to my team, people were saying like, okay, like Baker Mayfield looks hotter and is going to be a better team than we're going to be this week. I think falling behind and seeing Jalen Hurts kind of wake up was something that we needed, and we'll use that. And I think that's the same way the Bears winning this game, they can carry that momentum and start winning. Raiders are not a scary team. My only fear is everyone's talking about how Alshon Jeffrey is bound to finally break, and it could be
Ashton Jeffrey. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did I say? Alshon Jeffrey.
You're thinking of Alshon Jeffrey, but I said
Alshon Jeffrey. Ashton Jeffrey is going to break against you guys, and I won't lie, your defense in terms of like run stopping is concerning against him. But you also haven't done anything yet this season that makes me afraid of him. So I would say I'm not. I think you guys should be able to win this game pretty effectively. And I think your offense, even spotty, and your defense is better than what the Raiders have to offer on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I think I understand why people are saying that Ashton's going to have a great game, because that's just at a certain point he's got to break out. He's shown the talent. He's got the talent. It's just the Raiders' offensive line has been absolutely atrocious. And I think that's why I'm pretty sure he gets hit earlier than any other running back in the league because of just how many holes there are in the defensive line. I think there was some stat that quantified that. Not exactly sure how it translates, but what that means is offensive line is bad, and the Bears should be able to take advantage of that. However, it's still the Bears. Their defensive line doesn't have anything special on it. You know, I like Sweat, I like Dexter, but there's really not much going there. The key is going to be, I think, scoring early in this game is going to be super important. Just get the pressure on them, take the crowd out of the game, and
you got to get Caleb going early.
Yes,
even if it's 5-yard little screen passes, just get him going, get him comfortable. Because when he's slow to get comfortable, I notice in the games where you guys start off with like a punt or a couple three, it just doesn't get better for him.
It's funny you say that, actually, because last year that was absolutely the case. But this year, the first 2 games we scored on our opening drives, and then we lost the games. Yeah,
correct.
And then this game we went 3 and out the first drive, or we might have gotten 1 first down. Either way, we punted the first drive, and then everything opened up and everything started working really, really well.
I still think with younger quarterbacks, especially like with what Caleb has shown, I'd still want to start off a little bit. Again, I don't even mind. I do mind 3 now. I don't mind not scoring on the first couple of drives, but get him the yards, get him passing, get him
move the ball,
moving the ball. Correct.
At least you're going to want at least a field goal, right?
Yeah,
you want to
don't do what Jalen Hurts does for 3 quarters. You know?
Yeah. Well, hey, that was an awesome game.
No,
you must have been pretty hyped about that.
Oh, you know what? I'll say something. I was watching with Lior, which I have to say has been like he's not watching this obviously.
That's his brother.
Lior's my brother. Is the highlight of my season so far. Is that he watches the games up in Santa Barbara. He watched every game with me down here. He's been really into it. So we were watching it together.
Thank you, Beppa.
And I have to say, it felt really good. Like, see not 1 but 2 block kicks, and it was really funny because after the first one, when they went to line up for the game-winning field goal, or the time one, sorry, or whatever. I don't even remember what it was at this point. I was stressing out so hard. I was telling him I was like slow capping. I was doing whatever I could mentally do to pretend like I'm getting into a kicker that's on a TV screen's head.
Right.
And Lior goes, "What are the odds he misses this?" I'm like, I mean, there's always a chance, but the odds that have reduced tremendously in a way because statistically you're not going to get 2 blocks. I mean, you're not going to get 1 block.
Right, exactly. Like
more or less,
it's so hard to block 2 field goals in a game.
And they were in pretty good position on that second kick. I think they were well within field goal range.
Oh, absolutely.
And so they line up. Me and Lior's reaction. I wish you were there to see it. It was like
screaming.
The second the ball went up and you kind of lose it, we're like, no way that just happened twice. And we were screaming.
I'm so glad he's getting into it. Just for the record, Lior is like I've known Lior obviously since he was very little, and he's just one of the best kids you'll ever meet. And he's an absolutely awesome kid, and I'm glad he's getting to see. Me too. He's getting into football this year. About damn time. That's what we've been hoping for. That game. Also, like, let's just talk about. I want to talk about Jordan Davis for a minute because that athleticism.
Oh, he's a beast.
To get up there, block the kick, and to track the ball down and bring it back to the house.
There was also a play. I don't remember which one. I think it was actually a 4th down play.
I know what you're talking about.
And he chased. I mean, the man has some speed behind him. The problem with Jordan Davis.
So it was. I think it was like a 3rd and 1, and Stafford was going to run for it, and Jordan
Davis.
And
Jordan chased him. Which I know Stafford's not the most athletic person, but that was still a hell of a chase down.
Any other quarterback probably gets the first down, but hey, he still got him.
He made it.
He made it. He made the play.
And that definitely helped the game. So I don't know. I like Jordan Davis. I think I like to see a little bit more. I feel like in normal pressure situations, he hasn't you don't hear his name as often.
Right.
I also honestly feel like it's been a pretty quiet year for Jalen Carter. I didn't look at like stats in terms of like tackles for
Well, he
loss or
got kicked out of the
pressures.
first game.
Yeah, okay. And so he owed us really big in that second game, and I just don't feel like I've heard Jalen Carter's name as much. And that worries me a little bit with our defense because our defense is very, very, very reliant on that front four. But we'll see. And it's going to be scary this week without
I think
Nolan
he's
Smith.
still having an impact.
Oh,
He
he
just,
is.
the sacks might not be there, but like that's not his game. His game isn't sacks. His game is taking on that double team and just being
correct. And creating
really,
the
really hard
opportunity.
to block.
But losing Nolan Smith is going to hurt. He's my favorite on that D line, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, he's a monster. He's a monster. Is there any word on when he gets back?
He's on IR, so at least bye week.
Bye week.
So November.
Gotta love the old bye week. When is your bye week?
Week 9? That sounds accurate. I could be
I see.
wrong.
So a little while. That'll be tough. Look, tomorrow's going to be a tough game for y'all. But what I want to do today, I do want to go through all the games.
Let's do it.
And it's definitely worth looking at because I like to say I have some merit here. Just because, and I could back it up in the fact that I've done really well so far with my picks.
I haven't done pick'ems like the way I usually do this year.
I'll add you to my pick'em league for sure.
I haven't done like a league, but I usually do like my like normal. I didn't do like videos, sure, but I've usually like keep track of it, but I have not.
Right. Yeah, no, it's definitely fun.
Dropped the ball this year.
This is good here because this is how we get our accountability in. So right now I'm going to tell you my record on the year. I am, if I could find it.
Are you doing against the spread or just in general, like straight up?
So I do them straight up. But I do like to talk about
that's how I do it.
But yeah, currently I am 38-11 on picks throughout the year, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that.
That's pretty good.
I'll take that. And I'm 1-0 this week. I picked the
Seahawks
to win, and I did say I think I got Seattle by a field goal, and that's how it ended up happening, which is cool. And
I would have liked if Cardinals didn't make some.
So if you're a gambling man and you like betting money lines, I'm the right guy to listen to.
I am not.
I am always right.
I don't like
every single time, and I've never been wrong in my whole entire life.
I'm allergic to spreads. That's true.
You're allergic to spreads? Fair enough.
I hate them, and the Eagles proved it this last week. Just saying.
The Eagles. They
shit on a lot of hearts. They
broke a lot of hearts with that last second. If not Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis went down.
Yep.
Eagles win the game, but they don't cover.
They don't cover. You're right. Yeah. So it hits.
I mean. I don't know. You're just happy for the win.
Oh yeah. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry.
But it was the coolest play. But yeah, that definitely broke a lot of people. And also Cleveland beating Green Bay, which was awesome. That broke a lot of that ended a lot of survivor pools. That's for sure.
I hope it's a wake up call to the Green Bay Packers that they're beatable. And I said they're beatable. And I honestly can say I didn't watch that game specifically. There were so many good games.
Oh no, you had your own game. Yeah.
But like I had it on, but it's like it wasn't like my active focus.
Right.
But watching the NFL highlight on YouTube, which I do every week because I love that stuff, is they showed exactly what I low-key said was why I said they're not the number one team. I don't think I know Micah Parsons is an X factor. I'm not saying he's not.
Oh, he's a game changer and he's a future Hall of Famer.
I don't think fully that their defense was the only issue last year, and it showed this game.
Can you say that last part again? A car went by.
Oh, I said my only issue with Green Bay was not their defense, and that's why I think this doesn't surprise me that they struggled offensively. And I get the Browns.
What do you think is the problem with him? You think it's Jordan Love?
I don't know if it's Jordan Love as much as it's just this offensive scheme. And to be honest, in this game specifically, just no one was there. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of you don't think of many of the Green Bay receivers as top. I mean, most of them don't have them top 20.
The Green Bay receivers, they're all good.
It hurts. That hurts. Like they don't have that guy. They don't have a CeeDee Lamb. They don't have a Jamar Chase. They don't have AJ Brown. Like they don't have those players. That scare me. And to be honest, that's important. And I think that'll be their downfall. Plus, honestly, kudos to you being a Bears fan, but overall, kudos to your division. Because I think your division, although there's now super injury ridden with Vikings losing JJ McCarthy and stuff, I think your division is one of the toughest divisions in terms of there is a lot of talent. A lot of people had the Bears. I'm by a lot of people, like a lot of the like analysts that I saw preseason were like, I have the like Bears going like 12th and 6th and or whatever it was. And, like,
What?
people had the there was not a lot. There was a lot of people who had the Bears number like 1 or 2 in your division this year.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
crazy.
Your division is just so good. It's hard to do that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah,
I agree. No, I agree 100%.
Yeah, that I agree with Noah as well on that.
And I think Micah is a good keystone for their future. I mean, defensively, I think
their
we see
defense
what
is going to
Green Bay
be.
can be.
Look, their defense was a problem last. Like they effectively kept the Browns out of the end zone until
Correct.
the interception set them up at the 1 yard line.
I have to say, with fairness,
it means 12-5, and I still don't know who said that because I had the Bears at 7 wins. At my most optimistic, I might have said like they could grab 8. But like
I've
been saying 6-11 for a very long time.
I was watching a couple of YouTubers who like even like pro analysts, people who have like who have NBC whatever, where they were like showing the screens where like they're clicking on who's gonna win. There was a couple of different people who were doing that stuff, and people had Bears 10+ wins quite consistently. And I'm not saying I don't believe in that, but I don't know why people just said Detroit was gonna shit the bed. I'm sorry, Detroit is still a good football team. Yes, coaching changes, but their core team is still there, and that is such a significant thing, is to stay consistent. I mean, this team has superstars, and to be quite honest, they haven't lost any of their superstars, and that means a lot.
Yeah, no, Detroit's still very, very good.
They are.
I mean, look, they went to Baltimore and just kicked their ass. They had a scary bad week 1 showing against Green Bay,
which is human though. I mean, like, it's human. Everyone was writing Green Bay. I think. Someone goes worse the first every year. Noah
picks San Fran because, Sam. Well, I don't know. San Fran, I feel like that's a little bit of like a, they're even on their bad years, they're not a bad franchise. They just don't like.
I'll be honest though. Kudos to them. We'll talk about it more probably when we get to their game. But I did not expect them to be 3-0. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, no, they're definitely really good, but it's also like.
That division's really weak.
Look, they always
just saying.
Like, they have down years, but then they always bounce back. Like the Niners are never as bad as they look.
No,
even during their years where even during their down years, they could always like either give you a good game or just turn around the next year and be good because they're just a really good franchise.
Well, it's going. And going back to what Noah said with the other one is they have something that a team like Green Bay doesn't. That's number ones. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You have George Kittle, who might not be the number 1 tight end, but he's definitely
is
top 3 in the league right now. You have Ayuko, I think, is a great receiver once healthy, of course. Christian McCaffrey is a number 1. I mean, they have Bosa, who's got hurt. I get that, but they have talent on both sides of the football for me to be like, yes, they're going to be a bad team, but they're not the Saints.
Right.
I'm sorry to shit on the Saints, but I don't even get me started. I can write you a paper on why I think the Saints are in for a rough 3 to 4 years.
Oh yeah, well the Saints, I think we all knew going in that the Saints were going to be big. They technically finished last, so easy worst to first, fair. Real worst to first, yeah, you could have convinced me to drink the Kool-Aid and pick the Bears to be it. Yeah, unfortunately I'm too jaded to have gone there at all. But
I kind of go.
But yeah, I mean. I could see where people would reach that conclusion. I could see where people would be like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, the biggest problem was the coaching, and they got a great coaching staff now." And we do. I think we do. It's obviously too early to make like a full assessment. But I do think the Bears have a really good coaching staff in place. I think Ben Johnson will be great. I mean, the fact that Eric Bieniemy is a position coach, I think that just speaks volumes about like just how deep the coaching staff runs, and that feels good to be able to say that. Having said that, it's still about the quarterback meshing within the offense, and that's why I don't think it's going to be ready.
How is Loveland playing? I kind of have not been.
Loveland, he had a big catch last week, like a 32-yarder, but he hasn't done much. They just haven't like been scheming him open as much.
Are they running him in Komet like in 2 tight end systems or no?
Sometimes, yeah, they're definitely doing something.
So that's something I'm not gonna lie they should be doing.
Absolutely,
2 great giving tight ends.
I think he's injured this week. He's not expected to play this Sunday. Loveland. Which is good. It's not good at all. But like, if there's going to be an injury at a position, It's okay if it's Loveland because we do have Komet, who could have a big game. But yeah, I think he hasn't done much early on. That's the answer. Tyler Warren's been great, on the other hand, for Indianapolis, and that's something we're gonna talk about too. Let's get to the pick'em because let's go
to the games
because I'm ready to talk about all the other teams. The Saints aren't just a bad team. They're a terribly run organization with cap and resource allocation. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
But that leads to a bad team.
Ever since Drew Brees left, like they just have been. They've gone back to being an afterthought. So we got a 6:30 a.m. game, 6:30 Pacific time here on the West Coast, and that is Minnesota in Pittsburgh in Dublin, Ireland.
Carson Wentz's Minnesota.
Carson Wentz versus Aaron Rodgers.
Whoever thought I'd say that as an Eagles fan, let me tell you.
Who thought you say what now?
Said whoever thought I would ever say that sentence. Carson Wentz and the Minnesota Vikings take on the
honestly. Dude, I mean, he's a journeyman.
I used to love him.
No, I understand.
I almost got his jersey too.
Hey, he looked good. I thought he looked really good.
I thought he looked good. Who did they play last week? I'm sorry, remind me.
The Bengals. I mean, the Bengals were done. Like it was 17-3 going into half. Bengals were driving down, going to get a touchdown, but then they fumbled. Isaiah Rodgers picks it up, brings it back for a touchdown, makes it 24-3, and then the Bengals fumbled again. And I think it was 34-3 at halftime. So after that, it was just over. But like Carson Wentz looked good. He was efficient. He made his throws, and Jake Browning looked awful. And look, Carson Wentz, he didn't have much to do in the game.
170.
But like he did what he had to do, and yeah, I mean this will be a bigger
170 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
14 for 20.
Yeah.
It's up.
No, he had a good game.
I ain't complaining about those numbers.
Not at all. I mean,
let me
he
ask
did
you,
what he had to do. It was just an easier game.
When you do your pick'ems, do you talk about the game first and then do the pick'em, or do the pick'em and then talk about it?
It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling about it.
You just let
this game. I feel like this game is a field goal either way. I lean towards. I think I lean towards Pittsburgh winning.
Okay.
I like their defense still.
Okay.
TJ Watt's going to get after it, and yeah, I just think that he really woke up last week. He had 2 sacks last week, forced fumble against New England. I think the Vikings are better than New England, but I also like I said, it's a field goal game. It's a 20-17 game, one way or the other, and I think the Steelers just find a way. What do you think about it?
I'm with you that it's going to be close, whoever ends up winning it. But I actually do not think the Steelers are going to win it. I think Vikings are a better team, and I know they're down their quarterback, but I don't think there's a massive difference from J.J. McCarthy to Carson Wentz at this stage of J.J. McCarthy's career. I think
Wentz is better.
Well, I like J.J., and I know he started rough. I know, but I still like him, and I'm not giving up on J.J. yet.
Oh yeah, we can't give up on him.
But having Carson there and him being the number one and his experience, I like that right now. And I think overall, I like the Vikings team more than I like Pittsburgh. I know Pittsburgh's defense is good, but they're good every year and they disappoint every year. Offensively, I never thought I would say this, Alexa, and I think you're gonna love what I'm about to say.
Let's hear it.
There are few players that in my book, and someone said this on like a TikTok I saw, and I seconded it. There is something behind the idea of playing yourself out of a Hall of Fame.
Playing yourself out of the Hall of Fame?
Out of a Hall of Fame.
Are you saying that about Rodgers?
Wait. Yes, I am.
No,
Wait. I never thought I would say this sentence, and that's I hate Aaron Rodgers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I don't like their offense. I don't think he's made either of the last 2 teams he's played on better. I don't think he made the Jets better.
No, look, he didn't make the Jets better. It's impossible to make the Jets better, okay?
Justin Fields looked pretty good in week 1 before, and week 2 he wasn't doing great, but
week 2 he looked awful.
Yeah, and then he got concussion. We're never going to find out now. So we are
absolutely awful.
It's going to be time. But I just don't think Rodgers is the Aaron Rodgers that scared the league.
He's not the Aaron Rodgers that that used to torment me for years.
And their offense isn't scary. DK Metcalf has been kind of okay.
Look, I hear you. Look, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
I think Rodgers still has a little bit in the tank, but like, and he's definitely old. He's not playing himself out of the Hall of Fame.
I think Pittsburgh are still. Let's see how the season goes.
Do you actually think he's playing himself out of the Hall of Fame?
I think Russell Wilson is. That's for
Russell
sure.
Wilson, I could entertain that, but Rodgers,
he's on the
Rodgers
way.
has 510 career touchdowns.
He's on the way. He's on the way. Yeah, but he's 42.
Yeah, but like
that's like saying
he's lasted
like Tom Brady. Tom Brady, when he left the Patriots to make a statement, he gave the Buccaneers a championship.
Yeah, but okay, we can't compare everyone. Like, Tom Brady's the GOAT.
No, of course.
Like you could be like.
But my
do you know
point
how many
is,
quarterbacks are worse than Aaron Rodgers and in the Hall of Fame? I hate that I have to defend this guy.
For sure.
But
look, I'm just saying he's working his way there. That's all I'm saying.
No,
that's
all
I'm saying.
Not even close.
Think so.
Not even. Look, he could throw 20 interceptions this season and 10 touchdowns, and he will still be in the Hall of Fame.
People love what he did in Green Bay, but I
yeah,
just think
exactly. That is the reason, dude.
At a certain point, you hang your cleats and say that's a career, not slowly divulge it.
Is LeBron playing himself out of the Hall of Fame?
LeBron posted triple doubles half the season. Like he had a great season.
That's a bad example. My bad. That's a bad example.
LeBron played 48-minute games.
Fair. Fair point. Bad example on my part.
But I would tell you, let's say LeBron came in and scored 10 points a game, had 2 assists, a rebound, and was turning. I would tell you, yeah, LeBron is the fucking leave.
No, he's still first ballot.
And I'm not saying he did play himself out of the Hall of Fame. I just think if he, let's say Aaron Rodgers said, I think there was a comment about him playing another 2 years or whatever. Like, oh, I'm gonna play until I can. That could be 2 more years. Whatever he said, whatever I heard. Point is, if he does this, how many years of like garbage before you do say, hey, like, it doesn't matter what you did 10 years ago now if you this is how you end it.
The Hall of Fame looks at your whole career.
Correct. But
yeah, it looks at what you did to get. Look, I'm telling you right now, if he plays 2 more years and they're shitty. By the way, it's not like his numbers. He had okay numbers last year, right? Like he had 28 touchdowns. He almost threw for 4,000 yards. He started all 17 games. Only 11 picks. I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers rewrote the position in a lot of ways.
Of course.
He has 4 MVP awards.
I just think
in a league.
Maybe I'm hitting the Steelers for deciding to make that trade because I think this is going the wrong. I don't think Aaron Rodgers was the right way to go for a Steelers organization.
That's fair to say. Look,
dying offensively.
That's a different conversation.
Maybe. So maybe I'm taking out on Rodgers now because
I'm telling you right now though, like I still think Russell Wilson. You can make the argument for Russell Wilson. That I understand. I think Russell Wilson will make the Hall of Fame eventually for sure. But Rodgers, he's not talking himself out of anything. He is.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Plenty of football.
But
I do think the Vikings win this. I think they're better. I trust Justin Jefferson. Mason.
He'll make it unanimously on the first try. No one's gonna not vote for him. I'm telling you right now. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
I wonder who will be in this class by the time he retires.
Yeah, probably Rodgers. Well, definitely Rodgers. But
when he retires, you think he qualifies?
No, maybe like maybe at that point, like Alvin Kamara.
He has. How many MVPs does he have?
4.
Okay.
And a Super Bowl MVP.
I was gonna say 3, but I knew you had 4.
And also, like, he's got a lot of playoff chokes. But I've done a deep dive on this, and like,
so did Kershaw.
His numbers in playoff games are really good. They're significantly better than Brady's, significantly better than Breeze, and he still loses because the Packers are just really, really good at choking in the playoffs, which is awesome. If my dad is still watching, he remembers us watching that Seattle game in 2015 at the airport, where Green Bay choked away a lead to Seattle. It was fucking sick. Anyway, point being, he's not playing himself out of the Hall of Fame. I can assure you of that. And also, by the way, I was very excited when I watched with you when the Eagles beat the what up, Dad? When the Eagles beat the Packers in the playoffs last year, and that was a really fun time for everyone. It was a really fun time for everyone. But anyway, so you're taking the Vikings. Give me a score.
so bad at scores.
Scores are fun.
I think Green Bay scores 17. And that's being generous to the fact that I just talked shit about Aaron Rodgers.
You mean the Steelers, yeah.
What did I say?
You said Green Bay, but I know what you meant.
Oh my god, sorry. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers the whole time.
Yeah.
I think the Steelers put up 17, and that's being generous because I think me talking shit about Aaron Rodgers is gonna bite me in the ass tomorrow.
Right.
He's gonna Calvin Austin touchdown watch some bullshit.
Yeah, right.
And then
he's gonna somehow find Randall Cobb.
Vikings will win by 3, so I'll take him at 20.
All right, yeah. So pretty much a pretty similar calls there.
In the
then we get the games that I will be awake for, starting with the Falcons, Atlanta hosting Washington. Anyone who knows me and listens to me, well, actually, I shouldn't say that, but like, I have one rule about gambling when it comes to betting in the NFL, and that rule, I don't have one rule. I have several rules, but my number one rule is rule number one. Never bet on the Falcons. Don't bet for them. Don't bet against them. Just stay away from the Falcons. You never know what you're getting with the Falcons. No, I know, Mom. I don't bet. I just play fantasy football. And I do a pick'em, which is free. I think that Atlanta is going to win over Washington because Jaden Daniels is hurt, and they're going to be at home. And I think that they're going to play pretty well at home against a team. Look, they look like shit against Carolina. I think they're going to regroup, and I think they're going to find a way to win.
That's an understatement.
What?
So that's an understatement.
They look awful. I'm going to take Atlanta to win over Washington. Close game again, like 19-17. Yeah, something like that. What do you think?
Quick question. Do you know who's the starting quarterback for the Falcons this week? Are they going with Kirk, or are they giving Penix another shot?
I think it's going to be Penix.
Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change my answer. I just was wondering. If it wasn't for what I found out a day ago, I would have said I don't care who's at the helm for Commanders. I don't trust Falcons with a penny.
Never trust the Falcons, correct.
However, I'm with you. At home, you're down 0-3 and what's still technically because of the division.
They're 1-2. They're 1-2.
I'm sorry, you're right.
They beat the Vikings.
They're in a terrible division. Yeah, they're in a terrible division, which is still obviously going to be winnable. It's early. I think they're going to win this game not just because there's no Jaden Daniels, because there's also no McLaurin. So it's going to be the Debo show.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
McLaurin is huge.
Mariota's the number one now, correct?
I believe he's starting. Yes.
I do think Atlanta is going to win this one, and I think this is going to be a hard one score-wise. Because if they're going to have a breakout type game, this is the time to do it against a very battered Commanders team. Who, to be honest, if you're a Commanders fan, I mean, you never want to lose. But, like, when you're this beat up, I don't think they're coming in here with, like, crazy expectations.
So you want to beat the Falcons because, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, but your team, of course, it's a game. You have to win.
Right.
But if you're going to lose this one, I get that it's Atlanta, but this isn't a healthy Atlanta team versus a broken Commanders team. And if I'm the Commanders, let's say we lose to Atlanta, I'm not saying that my team is dog water because of it.
Right.
So basically I'm saying Atlanta has nothing to lose to just sling it. So Bijan can explode. I think this entire Drake London is bound to do something, hopefully, who knows. So and Kyle Pitts hasn't done anything for 7 years, so we'll see what happens now. But I still think the Falcons are gonna win this game. They just need to stop kicking the ball. Like permanently.
Yeah, right.
Just don't kick. Just go for it on fourth. Fourth and 15. Fourth and 15, just put your puncher at this. I mean, sorry, if you're 30 yards field goal, yeah, just go for it, or just give your punter a chance to kick a field goal.
They should just never kick the ball at all under any circumstances except on kickoffs. Kick it out of bounds as an act of defiance.
Wasn't there a team last year who had like some? It's not even last year. Even this year, San Francisco, same thing. Just go for it. Stop kicking things.
Why not? Right.
But I say Falcons are going to win.
These next two games, I don't want to spend a lot of time on because I don't think they're very interesting. We got New Orleans at Buffalo and Cleveland at Detroit. But I mean, Buffalo and Detroit at home against these teams, it's going to be a blowout.
I agree.
They're both going to be blowouts. The Browns might have something going on defense, but probably not much.
No,
I think Buffalo beats New Orleans like by 3 or 4 touchdowns, like 30-10, maybe 30-6. And I think Detroit beats Cleveland like 27 to
10
to 7. Yeah.
A touchdown and field goal. I'll second that, and I'll. My only input is I was going to be about the Saints and how dog water they are and how
right
organizationally Noah said it pretty well. But I think it stems down from an organization to the team being genuinely garbage. I don't even know. Like, I'm about to do actually. I think my Madden. I do like a Madden franchise for every team except for Dallas and the Eagles, and I'm pretty sure.
Why don't you do it for the Eagles?
Eagles I do last.
Oh, nice.
Dallas I refuse to do because I will trade every player off that team and sign only 30 overall players. That's how I am about and I'm only gonna kick field goals. But no. And I'm gonna drop Aubrey, so that's really.
I would never do one as Green Bay, so I get it.
But I do a Saints one, and in my head, I'm like, I don't even know what this rebuild would look like. Like, this team is in a really bad place, to be honest. Like,
the Saints?
There's no stars on this team that I'm excited about. Olave can't stay healthy. Kamara's getting older. I don't know how old Kamara is, so I don't want to say how old he is. He's pretty sure he's getting older. He's getting older. This defense isn't scary like it once was. Like, there's just nothing in New Orleans that if I'm a fan, I'm looking forward to. Like,
no, I get it, man.
Quarterback, I don't care for Rattler or what's his name?
Slough, something. Yeah.
Who gives a snappity snip snap? They are.
The Saints are really
so I'm with you on both of those. I just wanted to put that out there. The Saints.
Yeah, I mean, look, I do think that they should be trading people pretty soon. Kamara to the Chiefs makes a ton of sense. I've been saying, by the way, like I was going through some of my old videos, and I talked at one point about, like, look, Saquon Barkley's struggling with the Giants. McCaffrey's having trouble staying healthy with the Panthers. These guys really need to be on new teams. And sure enough, Barkley ended up going to the Eagles, and McCaffrey ended up going to the Niners. And McCaffrey helped the Niners get to a Super Bowl, and Barkley carried the Eagles, or I'm not going to say carried, but he was a huge role in getting the Eagles to the Super Bowl and winning it. So, like, sometimes like that last running back can make such a huge difference, especially someone like as great as Alvin Kamara, because he is, definitely one of the.
He's great.
Yeah, like he's absolutely
one of the best receiving running backs of probably our generation
ever, for sure, no question. Yeah. Then we got. We'll move on to the next one. Unless, do you want to add anything?
No, that's good.
Okay. New England hosting Carolina. Carolina coming off that 30-point win against Atlanta. I think it's actually a pretty good game. It's a close game. It's a close game.
I hate the Panthers. Not actually. I actually really like the Panthers. They've become like my second favorite team just because of how bad they are.
Oh, they're pretty bad.
It gives me hope that, like, if I can say I'm low-key a kind of a fan of them, so when they get good again, I feel good about myself.
Yeah, sure.
Bryce Young.
I'm not giving up assets for Kamara right now. I'm just letting you know that.
I actually don't think Kamara to the Bears would salvage much.
I'm not giving up assets for an aging running
Kamara
back.
is such a unique playing style, and I don't think Caleb Williams has a lack of targets per se that Kamara would.
It's also like Kamara's.
Actually, I wouldn't say this trade straight up. I wouldn't mind seeing Kamara on like Baltimore and Derrick Henry somewhere where like they need a little heavier run, because I don't think Derrick Henry fits their system of running very well.
It was good last year, but this year they're struggling. He's struggling to hold on to
the
ball.
He's fumbling the ball. It's no excuse. But but also, like, I just think Lamar Jackson, the way he runs out of the pocket, to have a pass catching running back would be, that's why they like Justice Hill.
Honestly,
be so much better for them.
I think they should have both.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. I mean, if they can get their hands on Kamara and keep Henry, shit. If I'm the Pittsburgh, fuck it, give a third-round pick, second-round pick. I don't care.
Honestly,
make a move for that. That would be game-changing.
The Saints wouldn't do it for Henry. The Saints would do it for a pick, though.
I agree, and I think that would be huge. I think that would be.
Yeah, I think that would be an interesting. That'd be really interesting offense. Yes, I know we need another back, but we're not going to trade for a 30-year-old one. No, I'm sorry. It's just. I don't think that's.
I just don't think it's an upgrade for you. I mean, honestly, you guys should go for Derrick Henry if you're gonna go for a back. Why not?
Yeah, well, he's also getting old, but
I agree. But yeah, so no, we go to Carolina and New England. What do you think about like? Both of these teams are. I mean, Drake May's playing well.
Is he?
I think so. No, am I wrong, guys? Hold on.
He aight.
Let me check the stats.
I'll look it up. I mean, I think he played well against the Steelers. I don't think
he's
he played
six.
well in
He's
some of
sixth
the other
right
games.
now. 785 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. I mean, he's been sacked 12 times. That's a lot.
He was very efficient.
I think he's doing well considering his. I mean, 72% completion, which is one of the highest that I'm seeing. Actually, it's the second highest among active starting quarterbacks, and that's on the second most.
He's been very efficient.
I think he's been good. I mean, you're not gonna get another Tom Brady, and right now that team has so much to fix that I don't think I like Drake May. I think they have something special on Drake May, and that team has again, it's another team that needs wide receivers. Like they don't have a named wide receiver. You're like, kind of like you guys. I actually prefer your wide receivers.
I like our receiver. We have DJ Moore is really good.
DJ Moore, Rome. I mean, this Burden guy really popped off last game. Was kind of cool. But yeah, I like what the Patriots have to offer in this game. And to be honest, I don't blame Bryce Young either, because bro's throwing to nothing. Bro's actually
I love Leggett, but it's not much.
He's nothing. I mean, Bryce Young is being handed marbles, and Panthers are saying throw 800 yards. It's like to what?
Exactly.
And I like the rookie McMillan, but
he'll be good. He'll be a really good player.
He'll be good, but that's not enough for me to be like. But this game will be. I think the game will be good. I think if you're a fan of football, this will be a good game. I just
it'll be a close game for sure. I think it'll be close.
I don't know. It'll be high scoring or low scoring. You never know with these kind of games.
It'll be down to the wire, and I think.
What do you have at home?
I think it'll be high scoring because neither team has an outstanding pass rush, and Bryce Young could sling it when there's not much of a pass rush.
Correct.
I like,
and he's running a hell of a high. Let me tell you, this is probably a career high for him.
Yeah, right. I like the. I think I like New England to come away with it in a close game, 30-27. I think it'll be a fun one. I really do.
I think I have to agree, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Since I don't actually have a pick'em and I have nothing to prove right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go against the grain and say I think Carolina can pull this off. I think if Bryce Young is gonna show that it's still a chance for this to be his team, it has to happen in these games. It have to happen this season. No one's expecting a positive win season, but it's these games that you have to be able to win. And saying his team sucks is just not enough anymore because he's in his fourth year now or whatever, and it's just not. No. Bryce Young's kind of got to lock in. Our Panthers are looking for a new QB.
I see. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think if Bryce Young wants to prove that he's that guy, then you do got to come away with it. Although you could say the same thing about Drake May. He's
in the
third pick in the draft. Although I guess Young has one more year on May, so we want to see results from Young now.
Correct.
Here's another game. Here's a game that I don't think will be great, but I do think, I think the Chargers are so much fun to watch, and they go into New Jersey to play the New York Giants, the 1-2 Giants, who are terrible. Jackson Dart's first game.
Another player.
I love that they're starting him in his first game against the Chargers defense. I like the Chargers to run him out of the stadium, probably about
50 million to 0. Is that possible?
Yeah, right. 30 to 13, something along those lines. 17 points.
If you have a Prize Picks lineup, and you can take every receiver for a touchdown, just do it.
I mean, the Giants' defense isn't.
No, they're gonna
problem.
No, of course not. But you play sports,
right?
The only downside to only having a one-sided, I'd rather have two adequate sides than one really good one and one really shit side. Because what's going to happen is the defense is going to spend so much time on the field in this game that it doesn't matter how not bad or good or okay they are, they're going to get winded so fast. And this team is so physical.
That's what happened in the Auburn, Texas A&M.
Allen, I never thought I would say this either. I love the man. He's been
Keenan Allen.
He's so good. He's consistent.
So in my league, where I have Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Shakir, and only 2 of them could start. Who am I starting?
I'm gonna say it's hard.
I almost want to go with Lad and Allen.
I almost want to do that too, and we didn't talk about the Bills that much. I'll say the same thing about like my issue with Bills and like ever doing fantasy last year was the problem with going with the running back who I'm having a brain fart on what's his name all of a sudden. Cook, yeah. And I have Coleman in my league. Bro has 20 points in week 1. I'm like, okay, he's gonna actually throw him the ball this year. And then week 2 and week 3, he's non-existent. And Shakir will have a good week and then non-existent. And the problem is there's weeks where none of them have anything. Kincaid has 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like
Josh Allen likes to spread the ball
throws,
around.
but he does it in a weird way. Sometimes he doesn't spread it at all. Like he throws for 150 yards because they don't have to. And they're such a dominant football team.
Sometimes he'll run for himself. Sometimes he'll just feed one guy. Like
so
that's
really my fear with like a Shakir. So that's why I would say it, because Justin Herbert's gonna get the ball around. I think Justin Herbert feels amazing. I said this last week
over Allen or over McConkey.
No, neither. I think you started the Chargers wide receivers.
Okay, I got you.
Which is crazy. Now ask me what you do with your Johnston.
There's a reason I made it a point to pick Allen.
Like I have Johnston in both my leagues. He's starting. I'm not benching that man. Yeah, he dropped some balls, but he looks amazing. His offense looks amazing.
He had a great touchdown on Monday Night Football.
I never really realized how good of a physique this guy has. Was he like 6'2"?
Oh no, that's why he was a number 1 pick.
6'2", is fast. Oh my god,
I'll never forgive him for single-handedly selling against the Packers in that one game. But no, 6'3", 208 has.
I think Chargers are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Giants knew what the season was going to look like, anyways.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be,
and now they have another Daniel Jones situation where they're overpaying a quarterback to sit on the bench. But yeah.
His number one NFL comparison, Johnston, was Alshon Jeffrey, and that makes sense. You know what?
I see it if Jeffrey, dude, Genty is fucking me so hard. Yeah, if Alshon Jeffrey had more speed, like Quentin Johnson is fast.
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
I like this Chargers team. They're one of my favorite teams this year in terms of like.
Oh, they're great, and I've always been a big Harbaugh guy, even though I hate Michigan now.
And 3-0 against not only are they 3-0, they're 3-0 against a division. So in my book, they're best, a
good ass division too.
They are the best. Like they're in the best position right now in the entire NFL. Even if they were to lose this week to another team, if some of the other teams that have division games that were 2-0 lose, 3-0 lose,
they have right now. They have a really good shot. I think they have the best shot in the AFC right now. Today, which is early, to get the 1 seed. I really think that. Go Luna.
Yeah, no, they look good and good for them because it's well deserved.
Yeah, no, I love seeing the Chargers do well. Shout out to Joel.
But yeah, I think we're both on that same page.
Then we got the Philadelphia Eagles going to Tampa Bay. We got your team going to Tampa. And look, obviously, I love your team. I support your boys. My Gramps is a big Eagles fan, and I love the Eagles. Like I've always had a soft spot for them. And I was very happy when they won the Super Bowl last year. And having said that, they always suck when they go to Tampa, at least in recent years. Tampa looks good. I'm still buying into the narrative that this is a trap game. Not that it's a trap game, but that this is like the game where the Eagles are just going to look very bad. They could surprise everyone and pull off a comeback or pull off a win. I think it'll be closer than usual. But I do think Tampa wins in a great game, 25-22.
Okay.
I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah. A lot of people are actually saying, which is weird because I'm looking at ESPN, and ESPN has us as the favorites. Although I think pretty much every video I watched for this game has had Tampa Bay winning it.
Well, the struggles of Philly and Tampa are well documented.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this. I don't think we're losing this game.
Well, no, you got to have all the confidence in the world. In your
team. No. But I'm being genuine. I don't think we're losing this game. They have some injuries. We have some injuries. Like I said, we lost Nolan Smith. I think that is a huge loss on the defensive side. But I trust our defense. I know Mayfield is the kind of Honestly, it gives me like early Carson Wentz Houdini vibes. Remember when we used to call him Houdini because he was like, you would just see the entire D line on him, and all of a sudden, bro,
He just
popping
appears
out.
out of nowhere. Yeah,
Baker
exactly.
Mayfield did that about 3 times already. I'm like, oh my god. But we ain't gonna fold like that. I think we had a rough one last week, and to me, that's a wake up call. And I think my team is just we're a better team. We're the defending champs. I think this is gonna be one of those weeks where we're gonna show why. And I think we're gonna win this game. I get.
I think last week y'all showed it when y'all came back and beat the Rams.
But I don't want us to go down like that again. And I think Barkley has been slow to start the season, and he's about to kick it into high gear. Also, I think, if I'm correct, don't quote me on this, I still don't know. I think if Lane Johnson ends up playing, because he did miss a tremendous amount of last game, that will be huge too for the run game. I just think we're a better team, though.
Oh, Lane Johnson's back.
Oh, perfect. I think we're a better team. And
I was asking you, is he back?
Oh, I don't know. I don't see him on the injury list, so I'm going to say he's back. But I'm
gonna look him up real quick.
I don't see it.
Oh yeah, they're set. He's set to play. Zach Bond is set to play. Look, if Lane's in, it's gonna be tough.
I think we're gonna see more Smith, the ex. Who do you play for?
Smith.
Yeah, Zaharius Smith or whatever his name is, the guy we picked up right before the season started, or in the preseason. Oh, the edger. It doesn't matter. Our edge rusher. We're gonna see a new edge rusher this game with Nolan Smith missing. I'm saying I think we're gonna win, not biasly, but I think we're gonna win like 31-24.
Really? You got a full touchdown. All right. Yeah, hey, you know what? I love it. And
I think we force them to play like the 2-minute game, and they don't get it.
And I hope you're right. I really do. Then we got Houston. What?
I will be.
We'll see. I got Houston hosting Tennessee. Houston looks bad to start the year. They really do.
Don't even talk to me about Houston right now.
Why?
Because I have Stroud in our league, and I think a garbage can is giving me more fantasy points than fucking CJ Stroud has.
Yeah, he's bad. He's really bad.
So bad. He's been his O-line's bad. I know his O-line's bad.
He's been horrible.
Ever since his rookie year, he's been horrible to say.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We got you baited. Honestly, I just hate that
Texans
this is
against Tennessee.
I know.
Yeah.
And I hate that this is a Tennessee game, because any other team in this league right now, besides Tennessee and like the Saints, I'm saying this is 100% a loss for Houston.
Oh,
because
I agree.
But I don't know, man. I haven't seen anything that even tells me that Tennessee is not scary to them.
That's why I think. Look, it's a division game. I think it's going to be close no matter what. And Amp, I see your picks here. I see.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't
hate it either. I think it's a field goal either way. I think it's a sloppy game. I'm going to give Houston the edge strictly because they're the home team and Cam Ward is a rookie. And I love Cam Ward, by the way. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I like the Texans to win 22-19 in a weird, ugly game. Did I say Tennessee or Houston? I think Houston will win. I'm taking Houston. 22-19 in a weird game. But I could see you being right. Like, it really can go either way.
I think Houston has more talent, and I think CJ Stroud, like you said, him not being a rookie, even though he's sucking, still means something. I know Nick Chubb hasn't been anything special yet for them, but I just think there's too much talent on Houston to go against Houston in this too. But I'll say this for bettors, this is probably one of those games I would say stay away from.
Yeah,
actually, Houston minus 7.5. I don't. Again, I'm really bad with spreads. That seems doable. I don't know. You could take that Tennessee against the spread. Maybe.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's.
I'm gonna watch this game.
I would never bet on division games. I would bet on some division games, but AFC South, I feel like they're always so hit and miss. I would definitely stay clear of that.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. Is I would definitely.
But we both have Houston, right? I think.
Right.
They just have a little bit more talent. I trust Nico more than I trust Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
I think I trust the high school receiver more than I trust Calvin Ridley.
Oh no, I don't trust Calvin Ridley to not gamble.
or to gamble catching the ball. Bro,
that too.
Bro is the definition of finger butters.
You mean Butterfingers?
No,
but
no.
I prefer finger.
I meant finger butters. Bro has
Okay, I like it. I like that way better.
Fingers for butters.
That's the new
Butters
Tim
for
Brady.
fingers. I don't even care. Yeah, we both have Texans.
I think this will be a fun game because I like ugly football, but it will be inconsequential to the rest of the season because I don't think either of these teams is going to win the division. Not over either of the teams in our next two games. Indianapolis has looked awesome, but they're going to have a real test going into Los Angeles to play the Rams. That's going to be a real test.
You know what my favorite part of this test is going to be?
What?
That I actually think they're going to pass.
You think the Colts are going to beat the Rams?
I think the Colts are about to show the league that this ain't no Daniel Jones fluke.
You don't think
I
it is?
think this team is they're playing so well. I know you're not a huge soccer fan, but you know what the Colts remind me of right now? And the difference is they actually have a lot of talent. Do you remember the year Leicester won the Champions League?
Say that one more time.
Leicester City won the Champions League in like
2016.
Yeah, some year like that.
That was the year the Cubs won, of course, and then the Cavs won.
So the year before that, they got relegated.
Yeah.
The team did not change. They win. Technically 2 years before that they get relegated. They come back that year, and they just played like a well-oiled machine. And to me, that's what won them because they were not better than Man City, like roster-wise, and Tottenham roster-wise, and Man United and Chelsea and all these teams roster-wise. But they played like a unit and it worked. And I see that in the Colts, and they look good. They look good. Like all around, from defense to special teams to offense to coaching to the cheerleaders.
The most impressive thing that they've done so far was beat the Broncos, who I think are a real team.
We're gonna talk about Broncos too. I feel really bad for them.
Look, I think the Broncos are struggling right now, but like they're not like it's real competition. Yeah. I do think because I don't want to say the Colts haven't beaten anybody yet because that's not true. I don't think the Titans are anybody, but week one they crushed the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins are anyone, but like they absolutely curb stomped them. And then to beat the Broncos, who are could be legitimate, but that's a whole conversation. And then they go and they crush the Titans. Look, I don't think they're going to pass the test, but I think
Rams win.
I really agree with Anthony. I think that the Rams are going to come out hungry, especially after losing last week. I think they're going to be the better team and they're going to win the game. But the Colts are going to earn the respect of the rest of the league by playing really well. And I think it's going to be the closest thing we could possibly get to a good loss. I think it's going to be 27-24 in favor of the Rams. And I think it's going to be, people are going to watch the game and think, yeah, the Rams lost. Or excuse me, people are going to say, yeah, the Colts lost. But Daniel Jones played well. They hung around. This is a real team. Like, this is a legit team. And, they're going to be able to leave LA being like, yeah, we lost. It sucked. But, we're happy about where we're at right now. And the Rams are just going to take care of business. They'll do their job. They'll get the win. Last week, 2 blocked field goals is crazy. They almost went into the champion's house and beat you guys. All right? Mm-hmm. They're good. They're a good team. They're a real team. They're a real fucking team.
I just like Indiana more right now.
That's fair. What's
I like how this keeps cutting me. I'm gonna turn off the stupid ass. Score prediction. You ready for this?
Yes.
If I can fix my camera for 2 seconds, because this is really giving
35-0. Just kidding.
ADHD right now.
Thank you for your insight, Beppa. Much appreciated.
Okay. I think the score is gonna be. It's a good one here. 21-17.
All right, nice. That's a great 21-17 is a great score. That's usually indicative of a fun game.
Colts.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I like the Colts to get one more touchdown on that, and maybe both teams to get another field goal.
I think where you and me have it different is that touchdown that you have. I think Matt Stafford throws a pick.
I see.
The Indiana defense is going to steal one from him. Or force a fumble on Kyron Williams.
I could see it. I could see it. Either way, it's going to be a fun game.
Or block a kick for.
Yeah, right.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If they get a kick blocked in this next game, I think
that's going to be hilarious.
I think your special teams is done for the year.
That would be truly. That would be true.
That's heartbreaking. I can't. I'm sorry. 3 times in 2 weeks would be.
San Francisco hosting Jacksonville. Jacksonville is off to a really hot start this year. Could be 3-0 if they didn't have a really bad call against them against the Bengals. Jacksonville's looking really good. But they're going to San Francisco, playing a Niners team that came off a tough win against Arizona and, who always gives them trouble, but also just lost Nick Bosa for the season. How are we feeling about that one, Noah? Or not Noah, you're Oren.
I don't think it's going to be a good game at all. I think Jaguars have not looked like a 3-0 team. I think the Jaguars...
Well, they're not 3-0. They're 2-1.
Correct, but you said that they were so close to being 3-0. I think
they were very close to being 3-0, yeah.
They're lucky to be 2-1, is what I'm saying. They beat Carolina.
Crushed
week
them.
1. Yeah, okay, week 1 Carolina. No. That's the expectation for the Jaguars. First of all. Wow. Losing to a Bengals, and it was a Burrow-less, Burrow for part of it, but Burrow-less Bengals. And then barely beating who I think is the only other quarterback in this league that wants to win less than the man that we're going to see play in this game. I don't think they're winning this game. I think this is the 49ers game to lose, even as battered and broken as they are. Yeah, see, Stewart and me are on the same page. I think this is not going to be a good game. I think Jacksonville are dog water. I think Trevor Lawrence has not shown any signs to me that he's a future starter in this league. I think this could be his last year as a starter in this league, to be quite honest with you. They won't do it, but I'm just saying. I mean, he hasn't done anything. It's been year and year and year of like
he's won a playoff game. But yeah, no, at a certain point, he's got to perform better. But look, he has his team at 2-1 right now.
I trust
going to San Francisco. I don't think it's going to go well. Look, I'll put it this way: the Colts go to play the NFC West team, the Rams, in LA. I think the Colts are going to leave feeling pretty good. I don't think the Jags are going to leave feeling as good as the Colts do when they play the superior team. Colts 17, 49ers 31.
You said Colts. I think you mean
Oh, did I? Sorry.
Yeah.
I meant Jags 17, Niners 31. 31-17 Niners win. Mac Jones has looked really good in that offense, as we knew he would, because Shanahan is a genius, absolute quarterback whisperer. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I think it's going to be a very good game in favor of – or not a very good game, sorry. I think it's going to be a very good game for the Niners. I think they're going to have a really good game. And,
which is crazy if they're going to be 4-0, but yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're good. Even without Bosa, they'll be good. Moving on to we got 5 more games. Baltimore at Kansas City, maybe the game of the week. I mean, Baltimore needs to get off the schneid, but so does both teams are 1-2. Both teams are not used to being 1-2. Something's got to give. Someone's got to win this game. Is this the Chiefs breakout week?
Here's the problem. The Chiefs being 1-2 is valid. Okay? They don't have their number 1 or their number 2 wide receivers. I know it's Patrick Mahomes, but even he can't make wine come out of water, whatever the hell the
right. I know what you're saying. Worthy comes back this week. They are 2 weeks away from getting Rashee Rice back, which don't even get me started on that drama. And this team is fine. They're fine. No one's worried. I mean, they lost to us, right? No. Yes. I'm having a brain fart. I don't like the Ravens in big games. That's my problem. Yeah, they do tend to struggle when
but they have the team to win. Like they could have won the Detroit game, but they just low-key got a beat down. My only thing with the Chiefs right now is their running game is non-existent, and that matters.
Pacheco is looking kind of slow. It's bothering me because he's on my team,
and it does matter. And I think yes, Worthy comes back, but I'll tell you, in my fantasy league, I'm not starting Worthy this week because bro got popped by his teammate. There's got to be a little bit of like. Obviously, PTSD is the wrong word, but I don't think he's going to come into this game 100% yet. By next week, sure. I think he needs a full week of good, healthy practice, some game reps to kind of. Because remember, this is like the third play of the season. Bro played the preseason, and that is it. He has not had season games yet.
No, that's a good point.
So
we don't think he's going to come back in and just light it
I
up.
don't think he's going to come in and just be the messiah for them right now. But I mean, again, it's like Mahomes. You can't. I know he's 1-2, so I guess you can count him out a little bit. But you can't count him out. Every game is winnable. And yes, having Worthy back makes it winnable. But after the loss Baltimore just had to the Detroit Lions, they need this win, believe it or not, I think more. I think the Chiefs will get theirs once they're fully up and healthy. But Baltimore is up and healthy. It has to be now. And yeah, Derrick Henry needs to put – I mean, I have him on my fantasy team. I was shocked that he fell to 10th. I know, 12. It was on our league.
I do wonder, right? They've all been his left arm. I wonder if there's something wrong with his left arm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think he'll figure it out. He's a really good player, and this
Great
is not
Hall of Famer.
So I think he'll figure it out. I mean, you can see his reaction to the third fumble. Last week, he was not having it, and I think I wouldn't be shocked if all week all they did was put linebackers on him to beat the shit out of the ball. So I don't expect him to keep having this issue, and Baltimore is a better team right now, fully healthy. So Baltimore have to win this game in Kansas City. It's a really important game. So I have Baltimore.
Yeah. So you do have Baltimore winning. Really? Okay. See, the whole time I did think you were going to say Kansas City does get the win. I think the Chiefs win. I think it's a close game. I really do. I think it's down to the wire.
So hear me out. If you think Chiefs win, are you saying that Baltimore is done for the season?
No.
Because I think that's
they haven't played. They've played one division game so far. They played the Browns.
I'm not saying they won't make playoff, but I'm saying if you drop two big games, two big games. This will be third. They lose to the Bills. They lose to the Lions. They lose to the Chiefs. These are the teams that you are expected to win if you're going to be a Super Bowl contender. If you lose to all three, at what point are you they're just not good enough?
I'll tell you why.
That's why I'm saying it has to be now.
I'll tell you why. I think that even if they lose this game, they're not cooked. It's because they play the
Texans.
No. It's because yes, they actually do play the Texans next week. Then the Rams is tough. Then the Bears is easy.
Their schedule is easy.
It's the schedule. I do think there are some games that they will definitely win in here. If the Bengals don't figure out their quarterback situation with Joe Burrow being hurt, hey Riona, welcome to us. I do think that if they've only played one division game, like I said, and I think that they're going to be able to beat the Steelers probably twice, maybe just once, but they should be able to win that twice. They should be able to beat the Bengals twice.
I mean, I agree.
Be able to beat the Browns again.
I agree that they're going to be a playoff team. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you go down 0-3 against the teams you're going to have to get through to win a Super Bowl one way or another, whether it's in your conference to get to the championship or the Super Bowl game, how you can't lose all these games. I mean, they lose them every year in the playoffs, and now they're going to lose them in the season.
We'll see if they get better as the season goes on. I still think they could lose this game and make the AFC Championship.
Of course. No, see, that's my thing. If you lose this game, after this, the only real threats you play are the Rams, assuming that we're saying the Rams are a true contender.
They are.
And the Green Bay, the second to last week. Other than that, most of these games are winnable. Like you said, Steelers, Bengals, Jets, Dolphins,
Patriots,
Bears, Dolphins, Patriots. No one scares me on their. I'm not questioning their run to the playoffs. I'm just questioning if this is what it takes them to get to playoffs, and they get there and they're playing the top 8 teams in their division, in their conference.
It does feel definitely like a game that I don't want to say it's a must win.
I think it is.
Maybe it's more can't lose than must win. But
I think it is. I think if you're a Ravens fan, you
need
this win.
If you're a Ravens fan, you really fucking want this one.
I mean, if you want a Super Bowl, and I know it sounds crazy to say that right now in week 4, but if you want a chance at a Super Bowl, you need this win because I don't think winning 10 BS games, 15 BS games after this,
use my language,
is gonna
BS.
and then I already said the F word anyways, but I don't think you can win the season. You're gonna the schedule you have, and then tell me that's good enough to win when the big teams come knocking again.
All I got to say is
Chiefs can live.
Excuse my language, but Lamar better play pretty dang well if they want to win. He better play pretty darn well.
They'll all have to play well. Derrick Henry cannot turn it over.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry cannot turn it over.
Yeah, they have to play pretty mistake-free
Flowers.
It'll be a fun one. It always is. It always is.
Likely is also coming back this week.
Who?
Likely?
Oh, Isaiah?
I think
him. He is. I think it is very likely that he plays. Yes. Do you get it?
I do.
Is this his name?
I'm gonna explain it again.
All right. Then we got 4 more games to cover. We got my game. I'm very excited for this one. The Bears coming to my hometown, or my current hometown of Las Vegas, to play the Raiders. Look, it's so hard for me to be objective about my team.
Are you going?
I do think. What?
Are you going?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm 99% sure I'll go.
Okay. Good.
I think we're gonna win. I do. I don't think it's. I think it could go either way. I'm like 51% Bears, 49% Raiders, but I think the Raiders are just really bad. And I think it's a close game. I think it's a field goal game that ends up with the Bears on top. Let's say 23-21. Yikes. Ooh, Amp's got us winning bigger. I hope he's right. I'll take one of what he's having. What do you think, Oren? You think we're getting our asses kicked on Sunday?
I do not.
Okay.
What was the score you gave yourself? 23 what?
23-21. I think it's a two-point win for the Bears.
Okay. I am torn on this game again for the same thing I told you earlier. Is I think Genty will be the question mark. Can Max Crosby give Caleb Williams a hard time? Because I will say my biggest thing with Caleb Williams has been when he's under pressure. He has made some really.
They got a game plan for Crosby, but he's also the only one they got a game plan for.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, the defense doesn't scare me, but for some reason, I don't know if you like. I would say if you haven't really looked into it, look at the plays that Caleb turns it over, and if you look at them, it almost reminds me like if you watch like a movie, I don't know. It's like almost like watching a movie, right? Where you're like, what would you not do in this position? And that's what Caleb Williams has done. And I get that he
doesn't turn it over a lot though.
He doesn't, but when he does, it's off. Or when it looks bad, it's off those pressures.
I mean, look,
Crosby can make your life a nightmare.
That's true. But look, I've been critical of Caleb this season.
I have. I like Caleb
because he's deserved it in a lot of situations. But in 20 games, he's thrown 7 total interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
He takes care of the ball.
I agree. I'm not saying like he's a liability. I'm just saying he can get really careless with some of them, and that's scary. But I do think I like your offense more. I like your receiving core a lot.
I think Rome's going to show out for,
your defense worries me a little bit.
He grew up in Vegas. I think his family is going to be.
My only worry is you never know what Geno you're getting. You're either going to get the Geno that throws for 400 yards or the Geno that throws negative 400 yards. Like,
right. I mean, sometimes you could get the Geno who throws 400 yards and loses because it's all garbage time. Like last week, he had 280 passing yards. I think it went 289 against Washington with 3 touchdowns, but also all those touchdowns came in the fourth quarter, or maybe one of them came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I just real quick.
Yeah, he had 14 points in the fourth quarter when they were already down. They were down like 34-10. So like,
I think Genty and Crosby are the X factor for you guys to deal with, and I think you guys can deal with it, and that's why I think you're going to win. I'm with Anthony, where I think it might be a little bit of a bigger win than you gave it. So I'll say 24-17.
Bears 24, Raiders 17. All right, I'll take it. I hope you're right. Look, I hope I go to the game, and I hope we're up 31-0 by halftime, and I hope it's just a laugher. And I hope I just get to have a good time, have a drink, and enjoy a victory. It's going to be closer than that, though. I'm not stupid. I am not. But yeah, I could see I could see a situation where we do win like 24-17, 27-10, or 27-17, something like that. Like I could definitely see that. All right, Green Bay at Dallas. the battle of our rivals. I hate Green Bay. You hate Dallas. I also hate Dallas, but not as much as I hate Green Bay. But I'm going to be rooting for Dallas in this one, of course, because watching Green Bay lose is almost as satisfying as watching the Bears win. However, Green Bay is going to stomp them. With Parsons coming back, if you're a betting person, put money on Parsons to get a sack. He'll get Dak once, maybe twice. I like Dallas to get their ass kicked. Like I'm
monumentally.
I'm talking
no CD Lamb.
I'm talking.
Dak is not it.
I'm talking 37 to 14.
I can live with that. I second it. I'm not going to comment on this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be hideous. I'm still so mad at them for getting rid of Parsons. Anyway, Miami hosting the New York Football Jets, led by I believe it's Tyrod Taylor still.
Let me look for a second. I haven't heard any news.
I am looking it up to make sure Justin Fields is not starting. Oh no, he's starting. He's starting Monday night.
No way.
If that's the case, I think I like New York to win. Feels crazy to say, but Miami defense looks horrible. Justin Fields has played well against the Miami defense before. I like the Jets to win. I'll give them like 31 to 22.
If he did not get that concussion and I could have seen a week and a half more of his gameplay, I might have said what you just said. But I actually think Miami wins this game.
Really?
I do. They
have to win eventually. I mean, look, it's 2 0-3s.
Tua is a walking ER case, but
true.
Bro is a liability, both like physically and as a player. But
he's the liability. He's a liability in every sense of the word.
In every sense of the word, liability. But I just think they're just too talented. I'm sorry. Jets are good, and I expect it to be a little bit of a dogfight. But I do think Tyreek, Waddle, A-Chain, they're gonna go off.
Look,
they're gonna win.
It's another game where something's got to give. And Amp, we do appreciate your picks. I agree with you about the Pack turds and the Dolphins. Pack turds is fun.
I actually like your score, and then for the Dolphins, I'm gonna take that. Exactly, 24-17.
I could take that. I could take that score too, but the other way around. I think the Jets find a way, even though it's in Miami.
Look, I'm for it. I have Garrett Wilson. You know what my problem is? This is the 1 year I really didn't think this through when I did my picks. Is that I took Jalen Waddle, and then I took Tyreek Hill.
Oh, so and H-N?
No, I don't. Unless which I should have. He's doing better than both. Unless Tua throws goes back to like prime Tua and throws 400-yard games to both of them. I'm not. Yeah. One of my leagues is getting.
Yeah, you're probably
both starters. So that's a little bit of an issue. But we'll see.
Yeah,
I do think Miami's firepower is better. No way.
Hey, look, if they could bring back prime Peyton Manning for the Dolphins, then that's a great team you got there. That's a consistent team, but I just don't see it happening. And then the last game of the week, interesting. You did say you wanted to talk a little bit about Denver, and I'm interested in this too. We got Cincinnati going on the road to play Denver. And I mean, look, I think Denver's going to whoop them. I got them 32 to 15 because Cincinnati just doesn't have a quarterback. But, Jake Browning looked awful against the Vikings. What do you think? Like, what's going on in your mind about Denver? Like, is this a get-right game for them, or what's going on?
You told me, you mentioned that Jaguars were so close to being 3-0. You want to talk to me a team that's not even positive that could have been 3-0 is this team right here. The Colts game was unreal. The flag, I didn't even care for it, to be honest.
Dude, no. It said final Broncos. It said final Broncos 28, Colts 26, and then the flag came out.
If I'm Bo Nix, I walked into that locker room saying, this one's on me, right? Just as a captain, as a leader. But the second everyone left, you're punching a wall because there's nothing you could have done. Like, your defense held up. They missed a kick. Everything's like, holy shit, we did exactly what we had to do. Robbed. Chargers, a great game. Lose by a field goal again. Last second field
winning goal. Throughout.
This is not losing a field goal with 2 minutes and a chance. This is game-winning field goals you're losing to. I just think
it's out. It's tough out there for Broncos fans.
I like Denver, and I think they've shown me nothing that worries me in terms of their success. And I think finally they're going to get a little bit of a bye week and shit on the Bengals. I'm sorry if you're a Bengals fan, but I feel like
I think they're going to come out angry.
Yeah, and they deserve it. I mean, this team is talented, and Bo Nix is talented, and this defense is talented, and it's going to show. Plus, let's be honest, they're losing to us the week after. So they really need to not go 1-4 right now.
Yeah, they need this one, and they
can't be 1-3 because they're going to go.
It's going to be. I don't want to say easy because no game is easy, but
no, it's going to be.
Hey, that's my name is easy, but I do think Denver wins, and I think they win pretty handily. It's honestly, it's kind of an unfortunate slate of out of all 4 quarterbacks playing on Monday Night Football, the fact that Bo Nix is probably the best. Not the best lineup in the world, just not the best lineup.
Well, I missed that. What was that? Oh, you mean for the Monday games?
We got Tua, who I know you used to like Tua. I think you're off his hype train. We got Tua.
Oh no.
We got Justin Fields. We got Jake Browning, and we got Bo Nix.
Justin Fields, I'm a Justin Fields dick rider. I like him a lot. I just think he's coming off a concussion and I don't expect him to.
He looked awful against the Bills. I think I like Fields now. I think he's an okay quarterback, but
that's fair. I don't expect
he'll be inconsistent. He'll be inconsistent.
Which is okay, but I think this is his chance to finally have. I hope they can give him some consistency. If you get what I mean, because I'm not gonna lie, I still hate on your Bears a little bit for throwing the towel on him because I don't think it was his fault back then. And same thing with the Steelers.
Yes and no. It was
and same thing with the Steelers.
And not his fault. What'd you say?
But I think Denver's gonna put the spank.
Play the pipe.
Yeah.
Ultimately I agree with that. It's gonna be very close. This is gonna be a fun week, man. We're gonna have to be in touch throughout these games. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
You didn't have it right down what I said though, did you? Because I didn't.
No, but I could go back. I think. Look, I'll do a rapid fire real quick. You got Minnesota winning. You got Atlanta winning. You said Buffalo wins. Detroit wins. I believe you said New England over Carolina.
No, I said Carolina.
You said Carolina?
I did say Carolina.
You did say Carolina. Okay. You got New York Giants.
Which is stupid, by the way. I like New England to win that game.
No, that's fair. You got New York. You got the New York Giants losing to the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
You got you guys beating Tampa Bay, which, by the way, I'm starting to feel like y'all will beat Tampa Bay because y'all are getting healthy. So I might end up switching that pick. You know what? Fuck it. Eagles win. Eagles beat.
Peer pressure.
No, it's not even peer pressure.
I promise you, guys, I did not DM him death threats. Okay.
I'll tell you what convinced me. Is the fact that Lane's coming back.
It's huge.
I think that's huge.
It's huge. We played against one of the best defenses without Lane Johnson, and I know we had to come back, but we did.
Yeah,
and now we have the number one. We have a Hall of Fame number 1 right tackle on any mother team in Lane Johnson, and I'm excited.
Yeah, look, I'm sipping the Kool-Aid on this one, and I'm taking the Eagles. Okay, I changed that pick. Yeah, kaka. Did you say Tennessee beats Houston?
I think I said Houston.
Okay. Oh, you did. Okay,
but I kind of want to switch. Can I switch?
You definitely said Indianapolis beating the Rams.
I did.
You said the Niners beat Jacksonville.
I said
you said Baltimore beats Kansas City.
I did.
You said the Bears beat the Raiders. You say Green Bay beats Dallas. You got Miami beating the Jets, and you got Denver beating Cincinnati. I'm going to invite you to my pick'em.
Okay. But did you? I know you rewrite that, and believe it or not, I did not write any of that down.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll remember it now. I'll remember it now. Anyway, this has been fun, man. As always, always great having you on the show. And thank you to everyone who tuned into the chat. My parents both joined in. Beppa, whoever you are, you seem like a really cool person. Raven, welcome to the show as well. Thank you for chiming in. Noah Gross, as always, an amp. Definitely, nice to have a lot of people watching and have a lot of people getting involved with the show. As always, this is easy. I am easy, and I'm doing it. And this is my show, and I never really know how to end shows. But let's see. Great show, guys. Bear down. I'm with that. 100% with that. And thank you for tuning in to Chicago Clubhouse Network. Next show's in 2 weeks. Easy does it. Come watch me.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse